Crossfire X is an upcoming first-person shooter video game set to be released exclusively for the Xbox One and Xbox Series X as on February 10, 2022. It is the third installment in the Crossfire series. Remedy Entertainment worked on the game's single-player campaign, while Smilegate Entertainment led the development of the game's free-to-play multiplayer portion. That's a question I found myself asking while playing a demo for Crossfire X, a new first-person shooter from Smilegate Entertainment coming exclusively to Xbox consoles on February 10th. Crossfire is either an unknown IP or a legendary franchise, depending on which part of the world you're in. The original mobile game launched in South Korea in 2007 and slowly gained massive popularity in Asian markets. It would eventually spawn a movie TV series and now a full-scale game console. Crossfire X is a brand new game, but the slice of its campaign I played still feels distinctly 2007. As I played, I was brought back to the mid-2000s era where games were still figuring out how to break the rules of digital storytelling. That makes it feel like a retro experience, depending on what era of games you grew up in. There are several moments when the game shines, such as a section where you can easily manipulate your partner to shoot at the protagonist from handcuffs, and a cutscene where Remedy's Northlight engine shines. However, the actual story in it is rather dull and does not leave many mysteries. The first chapter of Operation Catalyst looks like this. The plane crashed. There are bad guys that prevent you from leaving. Kill the bad guys so you can leave. In the slightly better Chapter 3 of Operation Spectre, some ingenuity has been added. You need to decide whether you stick to your main mission or double back for your friends as you infiltrate the base just to capture the entire unit. And by deciding, it means that a simple story of Crossfire X will be decided for you. With there being two main factions going up against each other, it makes sense to have the campaign play out on both sides of the battlefield. Crossfire X's first mission, Operation Catalyst, focuses on a failed assassination plot carried out by Global Risk, while Operation Spectre takes place a couple of missions later, focused on a new recruit more or less forced into working alongside Blacklist. While Operation Spectre is the most interesting of the two campaigns, it of course makes sense to play through Operation Catalyst first to get a feel for both corporations as well as some major players that persist throughout the campaign. Each campaign is meaty on its own, and I easily clocked in roughly 2 hours to each operation, while some of that time was spent searching around for stuffed toys and cameras to shoot. Much of the Crossfire X campaign I experienced has taken more than passing inspiration from Call of Duty's campaigns of the early 2010s. Beyond the obvious gameplay features of wielding two weapons at once alongside a small assortment of grenades, AI teammates that wait for you to make the final push, and the stilted banner and one-liners from anyone on screen, Crossfire X feels like a 2010s shooter made with 2020's technology. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but Remedy's storytelling might be the main reason that Crossfire X takes off in the West. Crossfire X is a fairly traditional first-person shooter. Players shoot guns, toss grenades, and sneak up on enemies to get a quick melee knife kill. The main thing that sets it apart from other shooters is its concentration system. When pressing the right bumper, time slows down, allowing players to take out waves of enemies with ease. Despite slowing time, it actually keeps the game's pace up. I never felt like I had to duck behind cover to wait out gunfire. Instead, I could always shoot first and ask questions later. Modern warfare is a fitting term, because the snippets I played remind me of shooters like Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare. Like that game, there's a series of seemingly interconnected storylines happening between the two campaigns. Crossfire X even has players swapping between characters and sequences. At the end of Chapter 1 in Operation Catalyst, my character was captured and tied to a chair. Suddenly, I switched over to a sniper on top of a building across from him. I sniped my own captor and shot the cuffs off my character. Then I was swapping between both perspectives, with the first character running down the building to escape and the sniper shooting off incoming enemies.